Hey fam, Kevin Orosz here. This is going to be a fun video. This is going to be a fun one. So I'm sure you know this if you're a coach or you've been involved in coaching. Or maybe you know this if you're a baby boomer and you've heard about life coaches or personal coaching or business coaches and you're like, what is this crap? This is a bunch of hooey. Are you paying people for advice? Like, are you a guru? Like, what are you doing here? You like Tony Robbins? You know, I'm sure some of you can relate to this. But there's an article that came out last year that the personal coaching industry, this includes life coaches, fitness coaches, weight loss coaches, spiritual coaches, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, is now worth over $1 billion market cap. The life coaching industry, in all of its forms, is worth over $1 billion. And guess what? It's showing no signs of stopping. There's more coaches now than ever. More people are choosing to become coaches. So if anyone thought this was a fad, or if you thought that like when you quit your corporate job and like put coach behind your name, you know, that it was a bad idea, and maybe it was, to be fair, I don't know the details, but not only is it not going anywhere, the demand for coaches, which is a job that cannot be automated or a part of the economy, a market capitalization that will never be automated. There will always be people that need specialty, accountability, insight, strategy, awareness, and all of that. That's just one of the many, those are a few of the many things a coach can offer and provide. And I know from being a coach now for 3 years and being a very successful coach now, and from being coached. So not only do I know that this isn't going anywhere, it's actually so powerful, and one of the most unique gifts and most unique awakenings you can give someone is to be in a coaching relationship with them. And, you know, psychotherapists, family counselors, you know, psychologists, doctors, these are all important professions as well because they treat specialty, you know, symptoms and diseases and disorders and things like that. But coaches can go anywhere. Like, I have a 360-degree view, up, down, within, of solving problems, of building bridges, of building ladders, of getting strategic awareness of the map and of the terrain of someone's topography, of their personal, social, emotional, psychological, spiritual, financial health and wellness. And I would say I declare myself an expert if the person's coachable, which is that's another whole gap. You know, not everyone's coachable. You have to be willing and ready and receiving of actually acting out what you say you want to change. And there's a lot of people that aren't. They think they are, but once they get on the phone or you meet them in person, the truth always comes out. So the whole point of making this video is a rallying cry and a call mainly to the coaches that will watch this. You know, keep going. Keep going. Do not believe a single person who is telling you that life coaching is bullshit or like it's not economically sound, blah, blah, blah. You know, obviously, like most distributions in economics, a very small percentage of coaches are making most of that money, to be fair. So it's $1 billion market cap. And, you know, like the Tony Robbins, the high-level specialty coaches, they're making most of that. But even on the low end, there are many, many coaches and tens of thousands more being created every month in the United States alone. This is a worldwide industry. They are making at least, you know, what someone will be making working a 40-hour-a-week job that contributes in no way into their power, purpose, and awareness. So if you have a specialty problem you can solve, if there's a gap you can close, and like maybe coach isn't the term, I realize we're probably going to need, as a collective and in the economy, a better phrase for what a coach does. You know, because coaches and what they actually are doing, I believe, is opening up someone's psychological, genetic, personal potential, aka evolving the species. And that's my position as an evolutionist and a revolutionary and a philosophy and evolutionary psychology buff. because I watch it happen before my eyes. And I've studied enough of developmental psychology, and I understand cognitive science, I understand neuroscience, and I watch it happen in events and at retreats, and I watch it happen on coaching calls and in people's lives. And it's incredible, and it brings me great joy and inspiration. It actually makes me feel more a part of the human experience. And so, unfortunately, like any industry, there's plenty of charlatans. There's plenty of people that give coaching a bad name. I think the marketing in the coaching industry is awful on a whole, and is going to need a huge upgrade in the future, as is the title. Like coach, we're not coaching little league football or baseball here. We're not coaching you to motivate you. Like, come on, buddy, you can do it. That's not what this is. It's not advice. And if you're working with a coach right now and that's what is happening, if they're just motivating you and they're just like giving you life advice, and you don't feel like there's a radical change happening in your personal evolution, like fire that coach right now. Like don't think that that's what's possible, because you can find a radical person that is going to open a portal into your best self. They're not going to do any of the work for you, but they can facilitate that experience and journey, whether you want to go from 6 to 7 figures in your business if you're an entrepreneur or you're in corporate, or if you want to go from being in a shitty codependent relationship or being around people that do not want you to win, to being in your dream tribe and creating the 5 people you spend the most time with and your dream king or queen and lovership. Or if you just want to like lose weight and get really healthy and resensitize your body and your mind and learn to meditate and get like optimal human potential and performance and be in flow states, there's a coach for all of that. Like there's a coach for that. And like the more specialized you are, and I'm talking to myself right now too as a coach, because this is the journey I'm on. The more specialized you are, the more money you make. Like that's a correlation in the data that is undeniable. And anyone watching this, if you're questioning where I'm getting my economic or like this data, I would so invite you to do the research. Like it took me about 15 minutes of looking in like actual economic data and doing simple Google and like scientific literature searches to find all this data. It's very present. And this article I'm referring to right now, where the industry hit $1 billion market cap, came out last year, I believe last November. So this is pretty fresh stuff. And coaching's not going anywhere. This world that we're living in is going through a massive birth right now and a massive transition point. And the need for coaches, the demand, you want to talk about supply and demand economics, is going like this. And it has no signs of slowing down. It's speeding up. It's speeding up. And not only are there plenty of problems to solve, plenty of gaps to close in personal evolution and sex, relationships, in health, in business advancement, in marketing, and advertising, and personal training. Like, if you think that the market's saturated, you need to understand a few things. One is most of the world's not even online. A lot of people on earth, billions, don't even have a smartphone. They live on less than $1 a day. And I just heard this quote last night in an epic podcast with Joe Rogan, Jordan Peterson's most recent one, which Jordan Peterson is just like, he's holding down the father archetype and the wise king archetype as far as men go. Like, show me someone who's doing it better and who's better at articulating. The man I'm so grateful for him, and I can't wait to interview you, Jordan, and meet you in person one day. Basically, like, if you make over $32,000 US a year, you're in the global 1% elite. So we're in a bubble in a way where we think like, YouTube's saturated with these fucking coaches and Tony Robbins and it's life advice and da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. That's like saying in 1995 that the internet's a fad and Amazon's not going anywhere. Meanwhile, Jeff Bezos is the richest human being on earth. So these are good things to take into consideration. I made this video and I'm here to tell coaches and myself, do not stop. Believe in what you're doing. Believe in the service to humanity, the love for humanity, the joy and the process of your own evolution as a specialist, as an expert, as a consultant, as a healer, as a life coach, as a dating coach, whatever you are, as a business coach, and own it. And anyone who's telling you that it's bullshit, like really zoom out. Who's telling you? Because someone who's committed to development and who is like ahead of you, so to speak, on the spiral will never criticize you. They'll never say that. They'll actually help pull you up. So anyone that's below you, it's like crabs in a bucket. They're going to try to pull you down because they're projecting their own loss of, fulfillment and letting their dreams die. And we love those people. And a lot of those people are probably ready at some point to take the leap and humble themselves and actually admit what they want and where they want to step into. So I'm holding out for those people. However, that's how much patience and how much my willingness to open my energy and like leak my container to entertain those people. So yeah, I was feeling that this morning on my hike, and I love you all. If you're a coach, keep going. Such a powerful experience to serve and be served in that way. So that's what's up. And yeah, I want to use this last bit of time to invite you to listen to my podcast. I have a lot of coaches on there, and I'm a coach, so you can see how my mind works. It's a link in my bio right here on Facebook. Go to iTunes, check it out. Episode 8 just dropped with Samantha Lotus. It's fucking dope. It's all about conscious relationships. So if you want to get into one, or you want to upgrade yours or find one, go listen to that episode. It's on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, all the places you can listen to podcasts. I would love if you left me an honest review so the algorithm and AI gods look favorably upon me. Yeah, and also I'm here in Arizona and in Sedona next weekend, and then the 2 middle weekends in February in Costa Rica, I'm running private client immersions, which think of like a mastermind crossed with personal development boot camp, crossed with a creative incubator. And this is for like VIP clients that want to go all the way in. If that's you, send me a PM, like, share, and comment on this video. Tag a coach that needs to hear it. I love y'all, fam.